Hello, welcome back to the Abundant Joy Tarot. This is Ade, and I am so happy to be with you here today. We are going to do a weekly collective reading for the week of September 8th through the 14th. So, what can you expect? What is the vibe of the week? What can you expect? What kind of obstacles and things may come up? And so, this reading is going to be in a couple of parts. So, I'll just say that. So for the collective reading, I will just do a general read on kind of the vibe of the week and the divine guidance. And then we will look at just 2 cards for each of the following areas. We will look at career and work, health and wellness, love and connection, spiritual and personal growth, as well as what might be a hidden potential or kind of superpower for you during the week. And then we'll end the general reading with a divine guidance card. After then we do the general reading, I will pause for a moment and then we will pull up the 3 archetypes, pick-a-piles that you may choose to follow through the week. You can certainly change if you want. And then each of those piles, I will do another 5-minute read for Sunday, just the daily read for Sunday. And then you can come back and follow them throughout the week, whatever pile you choose. And I'll do a quick, 5-minute daily read for each of those different piles. So hopefully that all makes sense. If you're liking the content that you're getting on the channel, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up for me. Subscribe to the channel. Hopefully that will enable the videos to be able to come into your feed so that you can get the daily reads. But you can always go to the channel and click on and see. I will be posting the daily reads generally around 6 or 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so just to make you aware of that for the read. So let's hop in. Let's get into this reading for this upcoming week. What does the energy have in store? So again, this is a collective reading. I've prayed for, us as a general collective, and let's see what we have on the table here. So just generally, what is the vibe? What's kind of going on for the week? And I've pulled 3 tarot cards and then kind of a connecting tea leaf card for each of the cards. So we have the Queen of Wands, the 5 of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. All right, so let's kind of get into this energy a little bit here. In each of these tea leaves, I'll go ahead and pull these as well because they kind of were matching with these cards. So with the Queen of Wands, wow, we have Beetle, good fortune. Yep. And for the 5 of Cups, we've got Club. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. And then for the Ace of Wands, as a clarifier and additional information, we've got Bow. You are highly thought of. Oh, I like that. Okay. All right. Oops. There we go. Okay. So in terms of generally what we might see during this week is, first off, the first message that I'm getting is that it's going to be important for you to step into your passion, your creativity, and follow that, because that is where your good fortune is going to come, as we've gotten with this beetle. And the Queen of Wands energy, this is a very charismatic leader. It's like she is, what's the word? Alluring, right? Magnetic. People are drawn to her. Like we see in here, we've got this beautiful sunflower that she's holding on. And what's always been striking to me in this particular card of the Queen of Wands is the strength of the stem of this sunflower. There's a sense of like having a backbone and standing up straight in your own power, okay? So as we go into this week, one of the ways that you're going to be able to really draw your good fortune to you is you're going to be magnetizing it to you by stepping into your charismatic, passionate, creative leadership quality, okay? Stand in your own power. So that's the first message that I'm hearing very clearly. And actually, there's another phrase. I'm trying to get what the phrase is that I keep hearing in my mind. It's like stand in your own power, but maybe it'll come to me in a minute because it's fading from me right now. But it's just basically this sense of like, don't back down, right? Don't back down from your own strength and your own power as you face this week. It's not about like being aggressive with it, if you will. It's just a matter of like knowing who you are and standing in the authenticity of who you are as you face whatever may come your way this week, okay? But stand fully in who you are, own it, walk in it, and that will actually magnetize to you that which you most desire. Now, the other thing is that during some parts of this week, I'm not getting this as like the overall week, but during some parts of the week, some of you are going to be dealing with some emotional upheaval, a loss, grief, some bereavement, sadness. You know, I pray that none of you are kind of dealing with depression, but there's this sense of like sadness that may be sitting over you in some parts of this week, which is why I think the divine is really saying like, step into your authenticity, step into your own power. Now, it's interesting because I think that the reason why you may be experiencing this sadness is because you may be feeling like someone else is trying to get you to do something that you don't really want to do, right? As we've got with this club thing. So this idea of like having a sense of loss and grief, and that someone, they just told me, is that someone who may be causing you to do something that you don't really want to do. This is going to really sound strange, but this is what I keep hearing. Could be you, okay? In other words, you could be, by not standing in who you are, authentically yourself, you could be, I wanted to say inadvertently, but also obviously making yourself do something that makes you step outside of what is authentically you, right? And so in that way, it's almost like you're the one holding your own club. All right. So make sure that you're allowing yourself to be who you are and that you're not beating yourself up for who you are. You are another beautiful human being, a spiritual energy and light that is in the body of another human being. Human beings make mistakes. Human beings have flaws. That's just the way it is, right? But love every single part of who you are. Every single part. Now, in this Five of Cups, she's having to let the beautiful flowers, some things that have been a loss that she's grieving over, she needs to just let them be in the water and make her way to the other side. So there's a sense of like letting go that grief and that loss and looking at what you still have available to you and holding on to that and going ahead and moving yourself to the next shore. All right. So, and then finally, we've got this beautiful Ace of Wands energy. And aces are always going to represent a beginning. So what I'm seeing so far for your week is that no matter what you're moving throughout your week, there's a sense of staying in your power, looking into your passion and ability, and being able to stand firm in your authenticity. As you stumble across or find yourself in some moments of sadness, what I want you to do is to make sure that it's not you that's beating up on you. And if you're clear that it's not you that's causing you to do something that you don't really want to do, are there other influences in your life during this week that are causing you to do that, whether it be an individual, whether it be an institution, whatever it may be. And there's a sense of like kind of cutting your losses, right? And letting those things be, and you focus on what you still have in hand and keep moving across the shore. Don't try to scramble back. So if there's someone who's like trying to make you do something that you want to do, it's not about you going back and trying to prove them wrong or get them to change their mind. It's just like, accept that that's who they are and keep moving. Okay. That's the guidance that I see for us as we go into this week. Because the other thing that's happening for you is that there is a new beginning, right? A passionate, creative beginning, a new learning that you're getting into, okay? This ace is opening up a new sense of fire, like of what sets your heart on fire. And when you tap into that energy, you're going to find that you're going to be highly regarded, because that's when you're really tapping into your authentic self. So when you're tapping into your authentic self and doing that which really sets your heart on fire, that's where you're going to see the recognition and the reward for this week. All right. So tap into your authentic energy and good things will come to you. Allow new beginnings to occur, and you're going to be highly thought of and see the recognition. And when you are feeling any kind of sorrow or loss or grief, take a look around and make sure that you are not causing yourself to do something that's outside of your character, outside of your own authenticity, or that there isn't any person or energy or job that's causing that to happen. All right. And if that is the case, cut your losses and move to the other side. Now, for your general reading, the guidance that we have here, discovering the truth. You stand in the light of truth. This is lovely. So this card is really talking about, so as we're facing our week, this is saying, tap into your heart center and let it be your guide to your truth. If you know something to be true, you follow that. It's interesting because you've got these two, I don't know if you can see that, but there's like two different signs here, like two different roads. And the man is like pointing this way, right? And so he's getting his directions. He's pointing this way. And then this guy over here is like, he's got a smile on his face and he's going this way, right? And what this is telling me is that others around you may not agree with where it is that you feel in your heart that you need to go. I'm not saying don't listen to other people's advice or guidance or, get feedback from other people. All that is true. But if in your heart, in this week, in your gut, you feel like, I need to go this direction, even though everybody else is going that direction, that's what you do in this week. All right. Because this is about discovering your truth. And I'm really saying this as discovering your own truth. All right. But if you're tapped in, listening to yourself, your higher self, your connection with the divine, you're going to be guided on a path that is right for you. May not be right for everybody else, but it's right for you. That's the general reading that I have for us this week. Let's hop into looking at each of the different categories that I called out. So, for instance, we talked about career and work. This is the first one. So, career and work, you got the Seven of Pentacles. And then these are the hidden, I'm blanking on this, the Wooden Wardens, the Wooden Wardens Oracle cards. Okay, so you've got the Seven of Pentacles, and then you've got the Deer and the Oat, healing. Okay, so let's talk about this. So the Seven of Pentacles, so again, we're talking about your career and work. And the Seven of Pentacles is talking about where you've planted the seeds, things are already starting to sprout and grow. And what you're being asked to do here is to have patience, because you have not yet seen the harvest. So you're standing by and watching this. So within your career and work this week, you're going to need to have a little bit of patience as the things that you've already started to lay the groundwork for begin to grow and blossom and bloom, but they might be growing underneath the surface. So you may not fully see the results of things in your career and work this week. All right. And then the other part of that is while you're waiting, you've got this Deer and Oat, and the Deer and Oat are both this sort of sense of gentle healing. Okay. Because oats kind of help you they have healing properties and they can be used to heal. And then the deer has this restorative property with these antlers, okay, that they restore and regrow, regenerate their antlers, all right? And so this card is saying to me that as you are waiting for the foundation that you built for your career to blossom in this week, it's time to take a break. It's time to heal. Maybe go back and look at some things that you've already planted and make sure that everything is in alignment, right? That's what I'm hearing, that everything is in alignment. Like you've already laid the groundwork. So it's not about going about and replanting. It's just about just going back and making sure that everything is in place, and also taking the time to rest and restore, rejuvenate. All right. So that's what I've got for your career. Okay. And then now we're looking at your health and wellness. So this can be your physical health, your mental health, your emotional health. Eight of Pentacles. Okay. So you've got the Eight of Pentacles. Oh, wow. And the snake and the fern, starting over. Okay. So with regards to your health and wellness, for some of you, you're needing to shed some skin. All right. So let's just say, for example, if you are not feeling well physically, okay, there's going to be a need for you to, like the snake, let go of some old skin, let go of some old behaviors, change your approach to how you're dealing with your physical health and start over. And when you start to do that, the Eight of Pentacles is about building mastery, but you build mastery by doing something daily, actively taking steps to do it, not overdoing it, but just going in and mastering a skill by repeating it over and over and over again, perfecting how you're doing it. So in any aspect of your health and wellness this week, the guidance here is to identify what you need to shed, what do you need to let go of, and then what do you need to focus on building a stronger sense of mastery, which means putting the work in every day, okay? So again, that could be in your physical well-being, and it also could be in your emotional well-being, it can be in your spiritual well-being. Okay, so what active steps can you take to continue to build your mastery in the area of your health and wellness? All right, and shed your skin. It's going to feel so good when you can let go of the things that are not serving you. Okay, so allow yourself that grace. Now, let's talk about what is going to be happening within love and connection. So depending on where you are with this, whether you're in relationship, out of relationship, or just like not feeling it and are just having other kinds of connections, not necessarily love partner connections, this is what we're talking about: connections and love. And you've got the Four of Pentacles and the horse and the bluebell. Interesting. Okay, so the Four of Pentacles. So when we talk about love and connection, first of all, it's really about the Four of Pentacles can represent building a foundation, building a more stable foundation within relationship. If we're talking about love and relationship, I mean, to the point of like taking something to the next level, right? Within a relationship, whatever that may be, you know, elevating it to the next level of commitment, right? But it also can speak to this sense of maybe almost holding too tightly to something for fear that there will not be more, okay? But the Four of Pentacles is really reminding us that you are abundant and more will come, but there's a need for you to keep a generosity of spirit, all right, when it comes to love and connection. Now, it's interesting because both of these cards have a sense of like, what's the word I'm trying to say? I want to say like kind of on the download, or kind of like not as active like this within love and connection. So I feel like this week is not necessarily going to be one of those weeks within your loving connections where there's like a lot of things happening, right? Or a lot of movement in this area. It feels like it might be a little bit of a slow week in this, because it's more about sort of foundational pieces. And the horse and the bluebell, you know, the bluebell, okay, so it's downcast blooms of the bluebell, right? cause the bluebell to bow gently to its stem. I don't know if you've ever seen these bluebells before. I've seen them live, but like their flower, like it is like it has this sense of bowing, okay? Symbolizing a sense of modesty. In contrast, the horse is a striking creature, proud and muscular, able to bear great loads and travel long distances. It's known for its superior strength and stamina. So taken together, the horse and the bluebell remind us that the greatest feats are the result of much humble practice. So your guidance is to work quietly and consistently. The time to shine will present itself in the future, but for now, focus on your process rather than its reward. And that's really kind of what I'm seeing here. So for the love and connection for this week, it's a low-key week, y'all. It's not about making any big moves, any big shifts in regards to your connections. It's just about looking at the foundations that you're building and just keeping it steady. Steady you go with regards to love and connection for this week, okay? Because we're just talking about September 8th to the 14th. All right, so that's what we have there. And then we want to talk about your spiritual or personal growth for this week of September 8th through the 14th. And you've got the Lovers. Now, the Lovers card, okay, so we're talking about spiritual or personal growth. So what this says to me right away is that within the realm of your expansion, in order for you to expand, you're going to need to make a choice. And your choice needs to be a heart-centered choice. What does your heart desire? And what they're telling me is that in order for you to know what your heart desires, you've got to be still enough to hear the still small voice in you that's guiding you. You've got to understand and hear the palpitations of your heartbeat, so you know which way your heart is guiding you, which way your heart desires, okay? And then those are the choices that you need to make. Now, your devotion. Okay, so you've got the sheep and the blackberry, and it's talking about devotion. You know how sheeps are like very devoted to what they do. And blackberries, you know, they grow abundantly. They also are protective, like they are protected, you know, kind of by their little thorns. But then when you get into their protective area, their protective, past their protective thorns, right? Then you get that sweetness, right? That sweetness of the blackberry. And this is talking about your spiritual and personal growth. So I feel like for you all for this week, it is about making a choice. That what they're saying to me is it's about making a choice to go back to your devotion is what I'm hearing. So, you know, if there's a way in which you have stepped away on your path, either your spiritual path or just how you're growing yourself personally, your own personal growth path, this week is a week to kind of step back into that, if you will, and recommit, redevote yourself in some way. So for instance, if you practice before like daily prayer, right? Then this would be a week to like just start doing it again, you know, even if it's for a small period of time, just making sure that you're doing it. If your practice is, like a personal growth practice is that you like to read at night, something that expanded your mind in some way, and you kind of like fell off the wagon, if you will, or you stopped doing that practice, even though it brought you benefit in the past, that this is a week to maybe look at doing that again. And I'm not saying like, it's not like a big shift. It's just making that small little habitual change, bringing back something that expands your personal growth and your spiritual growth in this week of the 8th. Recommit to your devotion by making a heart-centered choice. Now, in regards to what might be your superpower or your hidden potential for the week, we've got the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups, I love this, this is a Lightseers deck, and I love this particular one because it's got this pig flying over here, right? And I grew up with people saying, yeah, when pigs fly, right? So when pigs fly, meaning, basically when hell freezes over, like it's not going to happen, right? Like pigs are not going to fly. But the thing is that the Page of Cups actually has broad enough thinking, is the dreamer enough to dream pigs flying and then actually see the pigs fly, right? So your hidden potential, your hidden superpower, if you will, throughout this week is to keep your big dreams. Dream bigger than those that are around you. Expect the unexpected. Expect the impossible and watch it begin to manifest in your world. If you get into that place of sorrow or loss or grief that we saw in the general piece, shift your mindset and believe in something that you didn't think was possible and see what begins to emerge for you during this week. Look at that. And you've got the elk and the ash, strength. So your superpowers are going to be your own inner strength and using your imagination to believe what is impossible to be possible and watch it come manifest into your world, okay? By tapping into your own strength. You are stronger than you believed that you were, all right? So that's what I'm seeing as your general collective reading for September 8th through the 14th. And then your divine guidance, we've got this, ooh, beautiful. Above you, the lantern dancer. Now, this is from the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle. And I love these illustrations, and there's such beautiful words that come in with this. So we're going to take a look at this here. Okay, great. I was trying to look at the time there. So this is the card here. Okay, so this is the divine guidance. And I'm going to take a look at this and share some of the guidance around here. So in the Kuan Yin Oracle, she says, look beyond what appears to be. This is going back to that Page of Cups, your hidden potential, right? This is aligning with this. Guiding grace, like a star in the sky, shows the way through what is happening now. I am the lantern dancer, lighting the way to a new path, a new reality for you. Even when the moon is full and you believe that you see all as it is, I know that there is something far more beautiful happening. Trust me, and I will show you. So there are times when we feel as though nothing seems to be flowing. We encounter obstacles and closed doors. We wait for another door to open, but nothing seems to be happening. So we may begin to doubt ourselves and whether our dreams are even possible. But this message is saying that things are not as they seem right now. You may think you have the whole picture in mind, but there are other factors at play you cannot see clearly yet. So let go of your fixed opinions and worries. Trust in the power of the divine to work things out in the best possible way. You don't have to work out the solution by yourself. You just need to trust your inner guidance and allow yourself to be led. Now, this is really interesting because it's really tying us back to the first card in the general reading with divine guidance, discovering your truth. So just to remind you that this guy is following his heart. So even though others may be saying, go in this direction, if your heart is sending you in another direction, pay attention because you stand in the light of truth. There is more to this situation than meets the eye. Ask the divine to show you what you need to know. Practical solutions can come, but first, you need to step back and gain some higher perspective on the situation for the best results. Okay, so that also takes me back to the career where it says things are taking some time. You need to have some patience, but during that time of patience, you need to step aside and do some healing, rest, recuperation. It's in those moments, y'all, that you're able to deeply connect to the divine and get the messages that you need to guide you through your week. So this seems like it's going to be a very beautiful week. There's a lot of components to it. There's opportunity for good fortune. There's opportunity for you to navigate any kind of emotions, of feelings of loss, okay? And trust and know that the divine has got you, that there's something that you're not fully seeing, but that other influences are working in the background for you, okay? There's a sense of an opportunity for you to reconnect to your devotion, all right, and within the year. Begin to, within your health and wellness, work on steady wins the race, right? Building your mastery, continuing to move forward. And your secret hidden power potential is to dream big, y'all. Dream big. So that's what I'm seeing here for your overall general reading for this week. I hope this resonated with you. If you're liking what you're getting here, go ahead and click that thumbs up for me. Hit the subscribe button and share the video so we can continue to grow the community. Send me a comment. Let me know what resonates and what doesn't resonate. Now, right now, I'm going to pause the video and then I'm going to come back with the 3 piles that we're going to follow throughout the week. And I will do a brief Sunday reading for you, daily read for you based on what pile you pick. All right. So you'll have an opportunity to pick which pile and then we'll go from there. All right. Thanks, y'all. Hold on a second and we will get going. Oh, I did need to say, because there was 2 things that I meant to say on the first deck. What was going on underneath the surface, you actually had the 7 of Wands. So I just wanted to say that in general, throughout the week, there's a sense of you needing to like protect yourself, make sure you're cleaning yourself spiritually, and physically, kind of washing off the day, if you will, as you go into each day, making sure that you're practicing some sense of spiritual hygiene, okay, if you will, like keeping yourself clean throughout the week. And then the other, with the Light Seers deck, what was going on underneath the deck was the 9 of Wands. So that tells me that no matter what it is that you're dealing with, you've got the strength to get. So just persevere, even if you're feeling like you're at the end of your rope with any particular area that you're dealing with during this week. All right. Just persevere. Persevere. You've got this. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and pause and we'll pick the piles. Okay, welcome back to the Abundant Joy Tarot. This part of the reading is where we're going to look at your daily read for Sunday after you choose a pile archetype energy that's going to be walking with you or that you just feel drawn to, right, for the week. And so then I will do Sunday's quick read, and then you can come back during the week and I will be posting quick reads every day for each of these piles. So take a moment and I will show you each of these up close, and then you can choose your pile, go down to the descriptions, click the timestamps to go to your specific reading. Okay, let's get into it. So for pile 1 for this week, you have the stone Laugh. Love that. Laugh. And then you have this card here, and I'll reveal what it says underneath after you choose. I just want you to look at the image. So this is for pile number 1. Pile number 1. And the Laugh stone. Pile number 2, you've got Nurture. Nurture. And this is going to be your card. Okay. And then for pile number 3, you've got Accept. Accept. And this is going to be your card. Okay. So those are the piles from which you can pick. Go ahead and choose one of those. Click on the timestamps. They'll be listed under, Laugh, Nurture, and Accept. And I'll see you there. Hello, pile 1. Let's get into your Sunday reading. So the card that you chose is this one right here, and it says, oh, did I make them hard to pull? There we go. Authenticity. Wow. And that also came up In the general read that we did here, I open the way to truth. Okay, so I'm going to share a little bit about this card. This is from the Medicine Woman Oracle cards. And this is a pretty unique oracle deck, so it's got a lot of different kind of energies that are in it. But you've got both the laugh stone and this authenticity card, okay? So I'm going to share some of the guidance around what this energy is. And it sort of harkens back to what we said in the general read with the sense of like kind of being who you are, right? So this card specifically supports you in your search for authenticity. Be true, whispers the medicine woman. You are under my protection. What truth does your heart hold? Have the courage to raise the banner of who you truly are. Remember, too, there is no single truth. Embrace the truth of another. This oracle gives you the ability to detect lies, but this quality has always been innate in you from childhood. So be attentive to signs that provide information about the person or situation that concerns you. In this way, you can detect any lack of integrity. Sometimes, for different reasons, we lie to ourselves. It is time to honor your truth and release limiting illusions to let the purity of your heart finally resound. So this is a very powerful energy to be able to walk with throughout the week. This sort of sense of reflection and energy around who am I truly? Am I allowing myself to be who I truly am? Am I lying to myself? And am I able to detect when situations are untrue or people are untrue? And if I am able to detect it, am I acting on it? Okay. So this week is an opportunity for you to check your authenticity and how are you showing up in your authenticity. And what I'm hearing also is that it's an opportunity for you to not only laugh at other things that are going on around you, but to laugh at yourself, right? Because we've got this laugh stone, and we'll see how else this gets played out during the week, but there's this sense of that laughter is medicine. And when we are doing deep work on ourselves, sometimes you just got to laugh. You just got to let it be light and let yourself be able, that is a part of the journey, okay? So let's see what your reading is for Sunday. And so the way I look at it is, what is the situation? What might be hidden from you? And what would be your action or outcome? And then we look at some quick guidance from the divine. This is really lovely, and it actually ties in really nicely to what we just talked about with this authenticity card. And I open the way of truth. Your situation is a need for you to tap into your high priestess. She is highly intuitive. She understands not only what is going on within her own world, but she is highly perceptive of what's going on around her in her situations. But what makes her a little bit more elevated, if you will, than us at oftentimes is that she not only gets the intuitive nudges, but she makes choices and moves in her world based on those intuitive truths. So what are your intuitive truths this Sunday, beloved? What is it that you know to be true? And are you listening to it? Are you acting from it? That's what this situation is talking about. Because what's going on underneath the surface for you is a wish is coming true. A wish is coming true. So if a wish is coming true, you also need to be able to receive it. Okay? So pay attention to those internal guidance that you're getting that's telling you either to go there or not go there, or say this or not say this, to be around this person or not be around this person on this beautiful Sunday. And then in terms of what action you need to take or how you need to kind of move forward, you've got that King of Swords. And remember that the swords represent your intellect. The King of Swords is going to be like the judge and jury, looks at the facts, is able to make a clear-headed, timely decision. And so it's going to be important for you as you face your day Sunday that you put all I was going to say put all emotion aside, but I don't, because I can't really say that because we're talking about tap into your intuition. And sometimes your intuition comes from your emotional base. But when you get ready to take action, that's when you need to be clear-headed and make a decision based on the facts and move yourself forward. Do not allow your emotionality to stop you from moving forward with the decisions that you need to make on this Sunday. You've got this. You know what you need to do, so trust yourself, okay? That's the main thing. Trust yourself. Now, your divine guidance is the Temptress. Seduction, deceit, a broken promise. What this card actually reinforces is this High Priestess. It's telling you to listen to what you know in your gut and in your heart. Everything may not be as it seems around you on this Sunday. So it's important for you to go by what you feel. You know, if you go into a situation where you're like, everything looks great, everybody's smiling at you. Ever been in that situation where everybody's smiling at you, but you know in your heart that it is not all good? Yeah, that's what you need to pay attention to, right? Or it could be vice versa. You could be like, okay, this looks like a mess. It's a hot mess up in here. You know, everybody is looking a little rundown and ragged, but you can feel the spirit of the place. It's high vibe, very high vibe. There's a lot of love there. You trust what's going on, even though maybe it might look a little sketchy. Listen to your heart. Listen to your intuitive guides on this Sunday, okay? And let that be your guide, because everything is not as it seems. That is what I'm seeing here for your Sunday. So that's your quick read. And I hope that you are receiving everything that you need. And thank you for being here in the Abundant Joy Tarot. Click that thumbs up if you like what you're getting here. I really appreciate it. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel and share, especially the quick reads, because there will be more coming all throughout the week, okay? And those will be launched in the morning, so you can catch them then, all right? And I will see you next time, all right? Take a look out for the laugh and the authenticity card, because that'll be your reading throughout the week. All right, bye. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome back to the Abundant Joy Tarot. This is Ade, and this is going to be your daily reading for Sunday, September 8th, okay? And so if you chose the Nurture Stone, and this card right here, this is going to be your reading. And this card says, Spirit of the Earth. Beautiful. Have faith. You are supported. Okay, so this is the Medicine Woman Oracle. And so this is the energy, if you will, that, you know, I'll be doing readings on every day. A quick 5-minute read for you for your daily reading. So you can come back and follow this pile. If you decide, say on Wednesday, that you want to follow one of the other piles, that's fine. Do what you need to do. If you want to follow all the piles, you can follow all the piles. You know, it's totally up to you. But just if that's something you choose, you can go to the timestamps and get your reading and have it be a quick read for you for the day, okay? But let's take a look at the Spirit of the Earth, okay? Spirit of the Earth. This card reminds you that you are a daughter or son of the earth, all right? She invites you to plunge your roots into her, to ground yourself and manifest your dreams. Support your health with fruit and vegetables from her body. Medicinal plants and clay are powerful allies for you. And what I think this clay piece is also about, just feeling the earth, you know. So at some point during this week, you can get out and touch the grass, you know, even be barefoot, walk, you know, on the earth. Do it, okay? Do it. Perhaps you're having trouble bringing a project to life, or finding your rightful place. The spirit of earth is your reading. In your reading, renews your faith. Reconnect with your inner earth. You are safe. So when we talk about really connecting with your inner earth, if you study chakras at all, then we're going to be talking about your root and your sacral chakra, the base of who you are, your source of power, okay? And being able to connect with grounding yourself. So I feel like for this pile, for this week, a lot of what you're going to want to be thinking about and doing, putting your attention on, is nurturing yourself and grounding yourself. All right, so let's take a look at your quick read for Sunday. You've got the situation. You've got the Five of Pentacles. What may be hidden? Justice. Love that. And then your action or outcome. Wonderful. The Nine of Pentacles. Okay, and then we'll look at the divine. So what we're looking at for you is that your situation is that you all may be feeling going into this week a sense of lack. And that could be a lack in your finances. It could also be a lack of vitality, like a lack of sense of health, right? Whether that be your physical health, your emotional health. You might be just feeling drained and tired and just overwhelmed in that way. Or you may be dealing with feeling like you're in a place of lack. You don't have everything that you need. All the bills are not paid. You're a little bit concerned about some things. This card, this Five of Pentacles, really can talk about this sort of lack mentality. But the thing about the Five of Pentacles is being mindful that there are periods where we go through periods of lack, right? When we're out in the cold, it feels like we're out in the cold. But what they're not seeing is that right behind them, there is the warmth of that church that is behind them for them to be able to go in and get comfort. What you're not seeing underneath the surface for you is this beautiful energy of balancing of scales. You've got the Justice card, and the Justice card talks about when things have not been balanced, when you have felt downtrodden or unfair, been in an unfair situation, or what has felt unfair for you, that the scales are coming into balance, that justice will reign. Okay, so because this is going on underneath the surface for you, I feel like some of you may be in a place of lack, and you may have felt like you've been in this place of lack for a while, but what you're not seeing is that the scales are being balanced. There is support for you. So just keep that in mind, as if you're in that place, that this too will pass, A, and then B, you can actively begin to make this pass by shifting your mindset, grounding yourself and nurturing yourself, just as we said, okay? Grounding yourself and nurturing yourself, because beloved, where you're going is this beautiful Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles is self-actualization, fulfillment. When your harvest comes in, right? That which you've been working on becomes manifest, and you get to celebrate the fruits of your labor. It's interesting. I've never seen this before, but there's a little snail down here. I don't know if you can see this. There's a little snail, and when my mind's eye caught that, and then what I heard was, slowly but surely your harvest is blossoming. Slowly but surely your harvest is blossoming. So this is your reading for this Sunday, and so it's really like making me have the sense that, like, if you're in a state of worry, if you're in a state of, concern about your sense of lack, you be assured, love, that the things are coming into balance, and that slowly but surely you are going to manifest your harvest. So just nurture and ground yourself. Nurture and ground yourself. And your guidance from the divine, wow. Look at that. Jewel within a teardrop. I love that. Appreciation, spiritual and emotional reconnection. Wow. Jewel within a teardrop. This is very powerful, because we're talking about, when we're in this place of lack, whether it's ill health, whether it's ill finances, whatever. It could even be a place of lack, like disconnection from family or friends. Okay, this can also represent this sort of sense of disruption or loss from family and friends, right? The sense of lack, but not having that close to you, right? And then you've got this beautiful jewel within a teardrop. Within the sorrow, within the pain is the jewel, is the lesson, is the growth, is the riches, okay? So this is a really beautiful card that the divine is really saying that you are going to be going through a profound period of spiritual and emotional reconnection. So you may be reconnecting with others. There is support for you, is what this is saying. There is support for you, even in the midst of any sorrow or pain or frustration or lack. The jewel is being birthed, right? It's like, it reminded me of, what is it? The diamond in the rough, right? That we don't see it. We don't see it until it takes a long time to form, right? So it may have been taking some time, but it's coming. All right, it's coming. Your jewel is coming. I want to share a little bit about this piece here, just so that you hear this. So you will soon experience a strong spiritual and emotional bond with another person, a family member, or perhaps a pet even of some kind. But during this time, you will also reconnect with your innermost feelings and true nature, which have been suppressed or ignored of late. And that happens when we get into lack, right? So this is a deeply emotional time where tears of sadness transform to tears of joy. Your appreciation of life, love, and friendships will strengthen as you give thanks for the many blessings in your life. All right, I love that. This is a special and magical time. Be sure to savor each and every moment. Love is all that really matters. Love is all that really matters. All right. So this is a time where your tears are going to turn from sorrow to tears of joy. So embrace them. All right. And enjoy your day. I will see you during the week. All right. Bye-bye. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe and share the video. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 3. This is going to be your reading for Sunday, September 8th. And if you chose the Accept stone, Accept, and this card here, and this card says, Great Mystery. I reveal the wisdom keys of your destiny. Beautiful. Okay, so this is from the Medicine Woman Oracle. All right, and I'm going to share just a little bit about this card because this is the card that we're going to be following throughout the week, or this energy we're going to be following throughout the week in your daily reads. All right, so this is the crone energy, the grandmother. Okay, and this energy is saying, I watch over you constantly. All right, that is really, really beautiful. And it is saying here, let me make sure I've gotten the right thing here. Yes. The time has come to lift a corner of the great mystery's veil and orient yourself on your life's path. This is all about life's purpose, right? Wow, this is beautiful. Because she is like all of these circular. It's almost like she is holding the records of your destiny, right? And she's going to help you to gain a better understanding of what that purpose is. So even though we're looking at it kind of on a daily basis of just looking at what's going on in the situation, there's a deep undercurrent for this pile in regards to the awakening or transformation that you're currently on within your soul journey, okay? The medicine woman of great mystery benevolently encourages you to discover who you truly are and what your next step will be. She brings you greater confidence in your evolutionary processes. Explore the mystery of your roots. You may want to, work with your family roots. You may want to look at your astrological roots, your numerology, birth charts and things like that. You may want to talk with your therapist, okay? But it's like really diagnosing what's at the center of you, There's lots of ways to gain additional information about self, not only through various reports or talking, but also through meditation and sitting still and listening, all right? Something is in the works and you are blessed and protected. This is your time. So take stock of what you have learned and draw life lessons from your experiences. Your wisdom is growing. I love that. All right. So one of the things that I know, or what I'm hearing about wisdom, is that wisdom is slow and steady and takes its time. It is mindful. So I feel like, you've got accept here. And there's a sense of, as you move throughout your week, that you slow down a bit, okay? Slow down a bit. And also, before you jump to any conclusions about anything or any person or any event, whatever it may be, just slow down, be mindful, take it in, and understand that acceptance, okay? Accepting something doesn't say that you believe that it's all right, just like they say that about forgiveness. It doesn't even mean that you forgive. When you accept something, you acknowledge it for what it is. You acknowledge people for who they are, okay? It doesn't mean that you necessarily have to like it. It doesn't mean to say that you have to co-sign with it. Accepting is just that. It's just accepting. And what I'm hearing is that for you all, you have an opportunity this week to really dig into this sense of acceptance. Acceptance of your situation, your circumstances, acceptance of yourself, acceptance of the people around you. Because what that is it is a key for you, is what I'm seeing. It's like a magic key that will open up new portals, new doors for you on your journey, on your soul journey. And as you accept, new things will begin for you. All right. So that's what I'm seeing for you is overall in terms of facing this week for my acceptance crew. Okay. My accept crew with the great mystery, the crone spirit. I reveal the wisdom keys of your destiny. Now, your situation for Sunday, September 8th, you got the 5 of Cups. So the 5 of Cups is this sense of loss. You all may be feeling sorrow. You may be hurting in some way. And I'm sorry to know that, beloved, if that is true. Or you may just simply be focusing on that which has been lost. Notice he's looking here at all these cups that have spilled. So he's like focusing on what has spilled, but he's got 2 upright cups over here that he's got his back to. He's not even paying attention to. So in your situation, there is an opportunity, one, to grieve or, feel whatever the loss that it is that you are experiencing. But there is also an opportunity for you to turn around and look at the 2 cups that are still standing. Okay. Accept what has been lost. Accept what has been lost and accept that there is an opening with the other 2. Now, what may be hidden from you, interesting, is the Page of Wands. And I look at these cards. Okay, this is what your situation is. This is what might be hidden from you. They're literally facing 2 different directions. He's focusing on what's been lost, and she is holding a newly growing wand, right? It's new sprouts, new life, new projects, new horizons, right? The pages are going to represent a sense of curiosity, taking steps forward into the future, Okay, so what is maybe hidden from you is the opportunity for you to turn around and face a brand new beginning, a journey in which you can find your way to your passion, because the wands represent the fire and your passions, and the Page of Wands is going to be on fire for that which their heart is leading them to. Okay, so it's an opportunity for you to embrace that. Now, in terms of what action or what the outcome might be, you've got the Devil card. And this says very clearly to me, what it's saying here is, do not let your fears get the best of you. Do not let your fears stop you from moving forward. Trust and know that you are not chained. You are not chained to be in any circumstance, situation. You are not chained to your own thoughts that, oh, it needs to be this way or that way. No, 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 no. You have an opportunity. You are free to be able to make another choice. You always have an opportunity to make another choice, loves. All right? So turn away from the sorrow. Turn away from that which has been spilled, and turn your direction with curiosity to a brand new day with this beautiful page. And your divine guidance for this Sunday: in eternal dance, movement, wheel of life, path of least resistance. The divine is saying, you know, the Wheel of Fortune in the Tarot is all about fortunes turning in your direction. But the wheel keeps turning, right? And you have an opportunity to decide where you jump off of that wheel and where you stay on that wheel. Hold on, right? And so this eternal dance is really saying to me that the divine is saying, beloved, look, the wheel is turning. So don't get stuck in what has been lost. Turn and face what is to come, and let go of your shackles. Let go of your fears, because it's fear that keeps us shackled. And go ahead and let yourself ride that wheel into a new fortune for yourself. And that's what I'm seeing for your Sunday. Okay, so hopefully this is resonating with you. If it is, go ahead and hit that thumbs up for me, and go ahead and subscribe to the channel, share the video, drop me a comment and let me know what resonates or what doesn't resonate with you. Thank you for sticking through this whole thing if you did, because we did do the long weekly collective reading and then these short Sunday readings. The daily reads will be just the quick daily reads, and you'll find timestamps in the descriptions. All right. I hope that you have a joyfully abundant week and day, and I will look forward to seeing you next time. All right. Bye.